Good day and welcome back to our second lesson for business accounting, and you will remember that during the semester we will look at cost and management accounting. Our agenda for this lesson 2 is to look at the meaning of cost accounting, what do we understand with cost accounting, and then also what are the functions of cost accounting. Now, if we look at this definition of the meaning of cost accounting, we will see that cost accounting is concerned with recording, classifying, and summarizing cost. Now, in financial accounting, we also did recording and classifying and summarizing, but it did not have to do had to do with cost. So cost accounting has to do with cost to determine the cost of products or services. So now you can see cost accounting really to do with cost to determine the cost for products and services. Then we need to plan ahead. We need to control our costs and reduce such cost and furnishing information to management for decision making. So we have recording, classifying and summarizing cost because we are dealing with cost accounting, because we want to determine the cost for products and services. Then we need to plan, control and reduce cost if necessary, and then to communicate this information to management for their decision making. So this is in a nutshell the meaning of cost accounting. Now, although we said that cost accounting is mainly concerned with internal reporting, we can still provide information to external parties for investment and credit decisions. We will estimate the cost of products and services. These are all the functions of cost accounting. And then to provide information to the internal managers to assist with planning, decision making, controlling, and evaluating performance. So cost accounting has really more to do with estimate the cost, determine the cost, and to provide information for planning, controlling, and decision-making purposes. Now, if we look at decision-making, it consists of the step of planning. You need to plan. While you plan, you make decisions. And then later on, you need to control. So what is meant by planning? Planning is how the business can achieve its objectives. So you plan to pass the semester. How can you pass the semester? So now you will have a few objectives, or you will have a few ideas on how you can pass the semester. So you are planning. All right, then the second step is control. Now you look at the end of the semester or after the first test and you see, well, I did not do that well in this test. So what can I do to improve my performance? So now you measure the actual with the planned. Okay, so you planned to got 80%, you only got 50%. So what went wrong? So now you must take corrective steps. So control is comparing the actual with the planned and take corrective steps. When you plan in a business will ask typical questions. Now, these are only an example. There can be a whole lot more, and it really depends on the item that they want to manufacture or the products or services. All right, so I will show you a few questions, and then you can add on as we go ahead. The first one will be, now remember this is planning from the cost accounting side. How many units should we produce? Okay, so how many units should we produce? How would we know this? We must know our market. All right, how should the product be marketed? You will have to market or advertise this product. How will you do that? Then, do we have the facilities? If you want to sell something, you must have a storeroom. If you want to manufacture something, you must have a a factory maybe. Should we continue with the existing product? It's not to say that you will phase out the existing product. Maybe you will keep on with the existing product and just now enter the market with a new product also. And then how much should we spend on advertising purposes? What are the short-term and long-term financial needs? So you must know how much cash, how much funding do I need? How will I get funding in the short term? How will I get funding in the long term? So these are all questions that you may ask. There's a lot more, but just to give you an idea of what the cost accountant will do. Now, all this information is needed to determine the cost to produce and also to determine your future income. If you ask how many units should be produced, then you are determining future income. Now, at the end, we need to control our costs. So now we look at the actual results with the expected results, and how can the expected results be achieved? Let's say you planned for 100 units to be sold, you only sold 50 units. So what went wrong? So now you must take corrective action, and all of this comes down to decision making. Now, I want you to sit down and to think about any business. Let's say you want to develop a new cell phone app. What questions will you ask to develop this new cell phone app? What do you think is necessary questions? Just think about that. You can use other examples for the ladies. Maybe you want to bake fat cakes. All right, so what do you need? What's your market? Ask those questions just to get the hang of it, of what we will be doing in cost accounting.